The highly advanced alien delegation could not believe what they were witnessing in the laboratory. After establishing first contact and learning so much impressive science from humanity, they had eagerly asked to see the best and brightest human innovations on display. Government scientists gladly welcomed them to this top-secret facility containing cutting-edge inventions too valuable or radical to share publicly. Yet here the aliens stood, bewildered, as lab technicians proudly presented contraptions that defied all logic and reason. Devices seemingly built with no purpose beyond bringing chaos and absurdity into the universe. The visitors attempted figuring some grand unified theory behind the anarchic gadgets, but could ascertain no sensible threads. One experiment blasted test volunteers with rays that turned clothing vibrant colors before reversing minutes later. Another device temporarily changed gravity's direction in a small zone, sending unsuspecting birds and floating tools tumbling sideways through the air. Over there, alarms blared from an industrial machine furiously pumping out endless lengths of pre-tied neckties, and an entire annex hosted sightless robots bumping into walls while debating philosophy. Apparently the remnants of an abandoned AI ethics research effort. Every minute, another human would excitedly run up and demonstrate some new creation exponentially more bizarre than the last. Verbal translator balls that randomly swapped wearers' voices, hair growth rays, floating trays chasing terrified interns, all utterly unhinged. The aliens could hardly process the deep confusion and mild nausea induced by such unscientific chaos. Yet the beaming research team leaders sought frequent alien reassurance about incorporating insights from these projects back home, to spur xanthareme imagination beyond rigid thought barriers. Their guests lacked the chromosomes to explain no amount of intellectual squinting could extract publication-worthy revelations here. Only troubling diagnostic concerns about humankind's unchecked creativity. The human scientists eagerly awaited feedback on their cutting-edge projects from the advanced aliens, but the visitors could barely process the irrational chaos enveloping them. Cordially, yet firmly, the xanthareme leader requested an urgent private conference to convey their profound confusion in diplomatic terms regarding this facility's wayward research standards and lack of serious methodology, oversight, or cohesive strategy. Yet surprisingly, the human director only chuckled, explaining that in fact, no single unified vision guided the invented contraptions. Researchers were encouraged to tinker freely on whatever amused them, without fear of failure or regard for practicality. Their goal was not revolutionizing science, but stimulating creativity for its own virtues. Fostering unbounded imagination itself plants seeds for future innovation in unexpected ways, he explained. The xanthareme had never conceived of research functioning outside narrow gradients of established doctrine and utilitarian goals. They blinked all three eyes slowly, synapses reorganizing around this irrational insight. Perhaps imagination's limits defined limits on all that follows, the elder mused. By celebrating ideas without predictable objective, one expands possibility itself. Back home, xanthareme labs had strictly regimented castes and specialties, but human chaos embraced cross-pollination of concepts and expertise. And amidst the erupting colors, smells, and inventor cackling, the visitors witnessed undeniable menagerie-like genius. The xantharemes departed soon after, laden with malfunctioning parting gifts, astonished and forever changed. Back on Zarnath, stodgy institutions were spontaneously converted to freewheeling collaborative thinkeries. Patents for useful devices soon emerged, yet now intermingled with profound philosophical revelations regarding socks, sea creatures, and the physics of whenever. MHC stock prices tripled, and cosmotronic researchers still attempt understanding the alien's greatest gift, how embracing the ridiculous eventually circles wisdom.